Here's how to get the corruption key in Terraria. Now the first thing is that your Terraria world must, number one, have the corruption, so you can choose for it to spawn with the corruption in the world creation menu. And number two, it must be in hard mode, so you must have defeated the wall of flesh in that world. Then what you want to do is you want to come to your corruption biome. So my world doesn't have a corruption biome, but it works exactly the same in the crimson, and this works as a great way of getting the crimson key too. And what you want to do is you want to come to a relatively flat area and flatten it out even more. You want to make sure that it is from the left hand side of your screen to the right hand side of your screen completely flat. So as you can see over here it's flat, and over here it is flat as well. It doesn't matter if there's some other stuff around, we just recommend that it's very flat all along and that you've broken any blocks that may get in the way. It's also recommended that there can be some walls, as any crawling enemies will be able to climb in. I don't think that's as big of an issue in the corruption, but it might help anyway. Then what you want to do is you want to build this contraption here. So this is a little like stairway built like this. It helps if you got walls. If not, you can just do it like a triangle shape like that to get up. And you want to build that up 7 high and use your hammer to break them into shape so that they are ramps, so that the monsters can climb up. And you want to do that 7 high, so one after the other, and then you want to build a 7 high wall up, just straight up like this, and you want to build it up like that. And then you want to do the same on either side, creating this sort of shape. And then you just want to pour lava buckets into here until it's about this sort of height. It probably doesn't need to be quite that high, just around that sort of height. It doesn't really matter the shape or size of this, just as long as there's enough room for some mobs to get in there and that it's high enough for them not to be able to get out. Then you just want to dig a little hole underneath and dig your way into that hole or teleport in. And you can hang out in here, and if you stand in here, all of the monsters will come after you and die in the lava. Now, to increase the chances of getting the corruption key, because it is only a 1 in 2,500 chance, a very, very low chance, is you can place down a water candle, as that will mean that more monsters will spawn. And you can also craft up and drink a battle potion, as that allows for there to be double the monsters on the screen, and it increases their spawn rates by a double as well. So by combining these two items, you can sit in here and have quite a few enemies come after you. Now, you do not have to be killing corruption monsters. You can spawn a goblin army event or a pirate invasion, whatever you'd like. As long as they come into the corruption biome and die in the corruption biome, they have a chance of dropping the corruption key. So you can start an event like that so that more monsters will die, and therefore your chances of getting a corruption key will be higher. So as you can see with the water candle and the battle potion, we've got quite a few monsters coming in. Now the last thing you need for this is just a lot of patience. This will take a lot of time, the chances are very low, and traps like this just make things easier, but it will still take quite a bit of time, so it's just important you have patience for this. But that's how you get the corruption key in Terraria. If this video is helpful, please do leave a like, a comment for the algorithm, and don't subscribe.